Hello. So for our project, we created a companion app for Sur La Table products. It's called Lumiere. This is the team. I'm Suzanne. This is Jeremy, Carolyn, Nina, and Colin. And we had the privilege of being co-sponsored by consultants from Point B's retail practice, as well as a researcher from Microsoft's Internet of Things team. So over the past 12 weeks, we followed an end-to-end design process, which of course began with doing research to understand the space, the retail space, and define an opportunity, then beginning to ideate and brainstorm and come up with a solution, and then creating a prototype of our solution to refine and evaluate it. So we did a number of research activities up front to immerse ourselves in this space, and that began with secondary research to understand trends in the retail space broadly, and then primary research to understand the experience of shopping for home, for kitchenware. So our key takeaway from the secondary research is really summed up in these quotes from Method Design Agency, where they're talking about the changing role of the brick and mortar store and designing new shopping experiences. So they said that retailers need to have their online and physical channels complement each other in a way that understands the customer context at each phase and provides a valuable experience. Our primary research consisted of observations, shop-alongs, and customer intercepts at Sur La Table and other stores like Williams-Sonoma and Crate & Barrel. And our key takeaway from that was that customers really want to see the actual use of products. They go into the store to touch and feel them, but seeing things like demos and how others use the product it makes a big impact on their purchase decisions. So we mapped our research onto a customer journey map, looking particularly at the experience of browsers from when they enter the store to when they purchase a product. And we found two main areas for opportunity. And the first one is when people are browsing, there's a clear opportunity to expose them to new products, to inspire them about the products, and then to give them the confidence to purchase those products in store. Then, after they've purchased a product, there's the opportunity to really capitalize on that feeling of excitement of having purchased something new, and to reduce buyer's remorse. So our opportunity is summed up in that we wanted to improve the in-store experience to help shoppers discover new products and realize projects at home. The audience that we see for this is existing Sur La Table customers who browse for inspiration and they want to up their cooking game. So what we've created is Lumiere, which is a Sur La Table product companion app that inspires shoppers to up their cooking game by discovering new tools. And in-store, it serves up inspirational photos and recipes that are based on tools to show people how they can be used, and then at home to execute on these things. So our design is based on two hypotheses. The first is that in-store, if we provide a window into the actual use of products, this enhances the kind of marketplace or bazaar style feel of the Sur La Table stores, and it moves people from just being aware of a lot of products to actually considering using them. Then secondly, our hypothesis is that if we support customers in this post-purchase phase to carry out projects at home, the success and confidence that they feel in the kitchen will translate into them returning to the store.
So in the current customer experience, you might see a product like this in the aisle and wonder, what is that? Or how am I supposed to use that? Without taking additional time or investing more time to understand or learn more about this product. But here's how we envision a customer engaging with the same product using Lumiere. So now, jumping into some of the specific design decisions we made. First, Lumiere just delivers content in a mobile app so that the content is available in-home, on the go, and also in the store, making Lumiere a culinary companion in your pocket. Second, by building on Sur La Table's existing brand pillars of education, tools, and community, Lumiere provides both user-generated and professional content that is focused around a specific tool to inspire and educate customers in the art of cooking. And while Sur La Table is already known for their great customer service, we found that it was difficult for customers oftentimes to locate salespeople on the floor. And so we created a request help feature that reduces the burden of finding someone for help, but also provides sales associates with the information they need to better answer customers' questions. And the simple and streamlined functionality allows customers to dip into the app very quickly without being distracted from the very tactile experience they have in the store. And on the business side, we really believe that an empowered customer who's exposed to new tools and new possibilities have the confidence to engage in new culinary activities. And so they will likely buy more and buy more often, which increases basket size and also encourages repeat visits to the store. And additionally, by providing a platform for their most engaged customers to share their culinary successes, their customers become their brand ambassadors and their content creators. And where the current touch points in the product cycle fall short, Lumiere really has the opportunity to fill the gap and complement some of Sur La Table's existing services, such as their cooking classes and the service that's provided in the store, because these things are difficult to scale and extend beyond the physical store. So this helps us deliver on the omni-channel experience that customers are desiring. As far as our evaluation goes, we took an iterative approach to both our prototyping and our evaluative research. And even before we put our design in front of potential users, we reviewed our designs with a technology expert at Microsoft, Alexander Muir, who really pushed us to rethink about our initial design, to really promote luscious and glamorous imagery. And then we conducted a number of activities to evaluate and refine our designs. We triangulated our methods to capture both what people were saying, but more importantly, what they were doing. And we evaluated 2 users every round, iterating our designs between each round of evaluations. And in the end, what we discovered and found was that what we created truly resonated with the Sur La Table customer, especially those that are self-proclaimed foodies. And as seen in this quote, customers really embraced the idea and felt empowered by having a culinary companion. Now, taking a look back at our process and also forward into the future. Some of the additional, while Lumiere was created specifically with the Sur La Table brand in mind, we believe that it can also be applied to other project-based retailers. So in areas like hardware or home improvement and craft, where the retailers are selling the tools that help customers fulfill their goals. And like in any project, you run into challenges and you learn some lessons on the way. And so 3 of the lessons that we learned that we'd like to highlight is first, that in the face of ambiguity and stalemates, you really got to trust the process. So we took sort of many of the frameworks we learned and some of the targeted activities to help our team come to a consensus, to maintain momentum to move forward, and also to get us past those points where we were really tied to our individual ideas. And as far as stakeholders, we really found that talking to our stakeholders, especially business stakeholders early and often, is really a key to success. And that even if a design is giving a great user experience and it's technically feasible, if it's not tied back to the business goal and if it's not financially feasible, the likelihood of it sort of going out into the world and being implemented is pretty slim. And finally, the design process is a game of managing trade-offs. So for us, we felt like we needed to really consider how best to use our time, and we found that lean approaches to research worked for us because in a space like retail that has many shared universal experiences, you could rely on secondary research, you could connect with experts, and we also even use some of the anecdotal evidence from our own experience to gain very rich insights to inspire design. And with that, thank you, and we'd like to open for questions.
Yeah, so the question was how do you scan a product once you have it at home? And we thought about that for a while, and what we ended up realizing with our design is we weren't necessarily focused on the actual interaction of getting the product from the information from the box. It's more of how do you connect all the disparate information from YouTube videos, from the website, and get it in one location. So we're not trying to come up with a new interaction method for getting it. So there's interaction methods for like OCR, scanning the information from the box, also image recognition. There's also the ability that in the app to view your purchase history. So you'd be able to go in and choose it from a list. So there's a number of different methods to get that information when you're at home. Yeah, so the question was basically how do you take the inspiration from like Pinterest and stuff like that and apply that?
Well,
Is that?
So Pinterest is more like I have this end result.
Oh, right.
How do I get to that, right?
Sure.
Working backwards from the thing I want. Whereas you have sort of here's this process and what can I do with it. So sort of backwards from one.
Okay.
Yeah, we specifically designed it to be tool-based so that it would be appropriate for the in-store experience. Because you're right, there's a lot of sources of inspiration out there that are really nice when you're sitting at home and you have a big screen. But we designed it this way so it would be appropriate for the in-store experience.
Yeah, so my question is like,
Yeah, so having the inspirational content in there, you still get that feel. So you're still going to have the glorious pictures of the beet salad with the goat cheese on it and everything. So you're still getting that Pinterest-like experience. It just coming in at a different point. So it's really, again, connecting those dots. And in, home improvement, you may have this one tool, you scan it at home and see, oh, I can build a deck out of this with this drill. These are the other components that I need. I need a hammer, I need this. And then hopefully you go back to the store, maybe Lowe's, Home Depot, and purchase those items there. So.
cool. I actually had a friend go to a party who was like, let's use all our kitchen gadgets we've never done.
Yeah, and we try to recommend complementary tools for the recipes. And when you, in the poster session, feel free to look at our application. You can see that we have recommended tools for the recipes, so you can actualize those at home. Yeah, so for the first question, which was how did we name Lumiere, we had a lot of iterations and ideas for what we wanted to do for the project. And one of them was using sensors and lights to light up a product that met your particular goals. And we really liked the idea of lighting the path and lighting the way to inspiration. But part of our process was talking with our business stakeholders and putting sensors on every product and every shelf to light up when it meets your goals and your needs. Isn't really feasible, but we really like that idea. And Lumiere is French for light, so we kind of like that.
We named our project Shop Light, and when we decided that we were going to do something specifically for Sur La Table, we're like, oh, their name's in French. We should have a French name for our application. So that was it.
And then for your second question, I already forgot.
We're about what if people take really bad photos. We're planning to curate all of them. So all the photos that they take would go in their gallery, but then there's kind of a confirmation screen that says this is being sent for approval, and you have the opportunity to be featured on a product. Yeah.
Yeah, so we thought about, so the question was other forms of technology to use for the system. And we definitely did think about that. And getting your mobile app on a phone, or on the user's phone, is just key to business right now. It gives them insight not only into what they're doing in the store, but what they're doing at home and how they're actually using these products. So that is key, that data about how they're using it, the pictures that they take, they can see the output, and then they can help market new products in different ways that are unique to that individual. So really having it in the mobile increases the amount of data that we can get outside of the store for the users.
And just to add to Jeremy's comment also. With Sur La Table, if you've ever been in a Sur La Table store, you realize that there's actually not very much space for those types of displays. Although other types of retailers like Lowe's or Home Depot that are still project-based and have this space to do that. So that was one of our also main considerations when partnering directly with or having a specific store and brand in mind, that it would fit the context of their specific merchandising strategy.
Thank you.